If I wanted to build an aesthetic body in 2026, I would do exactly this, which I'm going to tell you in this video. So if I had to restart, this is exactly the 2 steps that I'll follow. And I've used this exact method to go from this to this, and I have terrible genetics. So you can bet money that the info that I'm going to give you today will actually help you to transform your physique. So if you're looking to build that aesthetic physique, that is lean, that has a nice V-taper, please listen up. And the great thing about this strategy is that you only need to do really 2 things. You just need to follow 2 steps. If you can pay attention to this video for like 5 minutes, and if you can implement 2 steps, you will build an aesthetic physique. Now, if you can sit through like a 5 to 10 minute video to get the info that you need to actually build an aesthetic physique, how the hell are you actually going to do it ever? If you can sit through it, you might as well click off because you're never going to build that physique. But if you can sit through a couple minutes of a video, let's get started. So this strategy is broken down into 2 parts. The first part is diet, aka nutrition, and the second part is training, aka working out. Now, for the diet part, what you want to do is you want to start tracking your food. You don't need to count calories or weigh your food. Simply just start writing down what you eat every single day. Also weigh yourself every single day after using the bathroom in the morning before you eat or drink anything. And then you just want to start tracking this stuff because the more data you have, the more informed decisions you can actually make. It makes sense. With your diet, just write down everything that you eat. And there's actually been studies done that people who started paying attention to what they ate by writing it down and being self-aware, they actually lost weight automatically without having to weigh their food or change their diet at all. So just start being aware by writing it down, and then all you have to do, dude, is monitor your progress for like 7 to 14 days. Look at your weigh-ins, and if it after 7 to 14 days it stayed roughly the same, then you found your maintenance calories. If you lost weight, then you know that you are in a calorie deficit, which is why you need to lose fat, and you can just keep doing what you're doing. So after 7 to 14 days, after weighing yourself every single morning on an empty stomach, just look at the trend of your weight. If it stayed roughly the same, you found your maintenance calories, and now all you have to do is just add a little bit of cardio or take away a little bit of food. That's all you have to do. You do not need to have this perfect fucking diet, okay? You just need to move a little bit more and eat a little bit less and make it as easy as possible for you to actually stick to it. Adherence is the most important thing. You don't need the most optimal healthy diet. What you need is the diet that will actually put you in a deficit and allow you to lose fat while you don't go fucking crazy because you're eating some boring, bland, optimally healthy diet that you can't stick to, okay? I've done the healthy diets and they don't fucking work. I got some results with it, but I couldn't maintain it. So, guess what? I gained some of the weight back. I was just like, this shit is not worth it if I can't ever eat my favorite junk food again. So I had to find a different way. That's all you have to do for the diet part. And now for the training part, all you have to do for the training part is you just gotta go to the gym 3 to 4 days a week, train each muscle groups 1 to 2 times a week. 2 times a week is optimal. It's like the best case scenario, but you can get amazing results with just 1 time a week if you train hard. Now, if you're a complete beginner, you don't need to train hard yet. You just need to learn the movements, go through the exercises, learn how to actually do them properly, learn proper form. And then once you're actually established and you know how to do the exercise, then you can start training harder. Now, if you're intermediate or to even advanced, you're going to have to train hard. There's no other way around it because muscle only grows because you've put it through stimuli that forced it to grow, to expand. And if you train like a pussy, unless you're a beginner, if you train easy, your body has no reason to grow. Your body is not going to grow muscle just because you want it in your brain. Just because you have this fantasy of having an aesthetic physique. Your body doesn't give a fuck. Your body just wants to stay in homeostasis, okay? Your body does not want to change. So you have to force it to change by training hard so that it's stressed out from, the intensity of the training. For volume, do anywhere from like 6 to 15 sets per week. Start on the lower end, work your way up as you go through the next couple of months. That's all you have to do. You do not need to do 20 fucking sets or even more, okay? If you're natural, 6 to 15 sets is going to be plenty. Now, in terms of muscle groups, which muscle groups to focus on if you want to build the aesthetic body specifically, that's shoulders, so side delts and rear delts. Back, specifically back width, is more important than back thickness because the width gives you that V-taper. Upper chest, and then you can also focus on abs and neck. Now you will get abs simply by just losing fat. You can also train them. I don't think it's that important to train them. I've trained abs like a handful of times over the last 9.5 years that I've been doing this. You really don't need to train abs. If you just get lean, your abs will pop through, okay? Now, if you want to get them even more defined, then it might make sense to start training them. But that's all you gotta do. And then for the neck part, neck is actually very underrated. Like, if a man has an aesthetic physique but he has a pencil neck, it just doesn't look right. It doesn't fit his physique. So make sure that, you're also training your neck if you want. I really advise it. I've been doing it for so fucking long, and it just adds to your whole aesthetic, right? Because we want to be as aesthetic as possible here. That is literally it when it comes to training. Just focus on those muscle groups and then just be consistent. It's pretty straightforward. The hard part is not knowing or not knowing what to do. The hard part is just doing this shit for years on end. That's what I needed to do. It took me like 3 to 4 years, and my sleep wasn't that good. My diet was pretty average. I had a lot of junk food in there, but as long as you do the diet part the exact way that I explained, and you do the training part the exact way that I explained, you do it for 6 months, a year, 2 years, you're gonna build a pretty fucking damn good physique. Now, if you have better genetics than me, because I have awful genetics, if you have average genetics for building a good physique, you're gonna get there faster than I did. And if you have good genetics or amazing genetics, you're gonna get there even faster. Just do these two things and then just be consistent, and before you know it, you'll get there. It's that simple, okay? Now, if you want to learn even more extensively about how to build an aesthetic physique, then just watch this video on the screen, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.